So this record is, it's been a long time coming, and I've been really excited to dive into some new songs and some new themes and sort of territories, and I think that happened. I think this album is more personal and more honest and a little deeper spiritually than even the last two. Some people have said, close to me have said that it's kind of a good combination of the first two. The first record had a lot more fun and energy and sort of joy. And I think the second one was just a little more serious, a little more, I don't know, mature. And this album kind of combines the best of both, and I think it's a good, for me, I can look back and go, okay, what I was attempting here and what I was attempting here, I sort of did pretty well in this one. And I don't know, it means a lot to me because there is a lot of more worshipful songs on this album that it's really my heart, and kind of where this all started for me was in the church and my desire to lead people in worship and just be in the presence of God. And so I hope this record is that for people. You know, I hope it helps them just in their walk with God and the time that they spend with Him. And yeah, it's really a labor of love and something I'm really proud to share. And I think also for me, you know, the first record, they say you have your whole life to make this album and to write it, and it's really true. It's kind of a summation of where you are and where you've been your whole life. And then the second one, I know for me, I was in a much different place than the first one. I was married, and I was touring and pregnant and moving, and like there was just a lot of pressure that I put on myself to do a good job and make a good album. And this time around, sort of none of that was there. I sort of didn't have that version of myself like yelling in my ear that it had to be perfect and it had to be right. And I just wrote the songs that came. And the hardest part of making this record was choosing which ones made it and which ones didn't, because I was in such a good place that I wrote a lot and I'm like ready to make the next one, and that's a really good feeling. Well, the title of the album came from a song on the record as well called If We're Honest, and you know, when we wrote that song, I knew there was something special about it, and it came from such a personal place in my life and stuff I was walking through with people, and really just wanting to shake some people in my life and say, just be real with me, you know, just be truthful. And I think even though that was sort of my mindset writing the song, the idea of how it ties into the album is, for me, is not just, hey, I want all of you to be honest, but hey, I want to be real with you, and I want to be more authentic and more transparent. And you know, if we're honest this, if we're honest that, you know, that's kind of a saying, but it's also, I don't know, double meaning. So I hope that comes through. I hope people hear my attempt at being even more transparent on this record.
So don't you be afraid of giants in your way. With God, you know that anything's possible.
I think just in that worship side of things, there's a lot of that more vertical language, but then also the honesty thing is a theme, you know, of just, I'm gonna, you know, choose to love is one of the songs, and just saying, I'm gonna choose to put it out there and take a risk, even though it's difficult, you know, and write your story. God, I want you to write the story of my life, you know, but I'm gonna tell it to people, you know, I'm not gonna keep it inside. And yeah, so I think there are probably those two themes throughout the record.
Mountains would start moving, so whatever you may say.
I definitely have seen with, you know, this new album, playing some of the songs already on the road, I've definitely seen our live show change and grow and become a little bit more worship focused. I'm still going to tell stories and play the songs that, you know, people want to hear, but there's just a moment every night where we just really spend time worshiping, and it's really cool to see how people respond to that, because I didn't know, you know, did they come to a Franny concert for this? But it's my heart, and even me sharing stories and kind of sharing the gospel a little bit more, and having the chance to do that, you know, headlining tours and having 75 minutes to stretch out and sort of really get real with the audience has been really cool. And I think as the record gets to be known and people know the songs, that'll happen even more. So I'm excited to see how it grows.
So don't you